All right, guys. So I'm gonna be showing you a little video, show and tell, I guess you would call it. So currently, I'm actually using my new setup that I just built today. I may probably do a video on it, may not. It's all about if I see someone wants to see it, which probably no one will. But anyways, so that's probably not. Anyways, so just kind of get a little rough information. A guy drove up this morning, took a dump on my driveway. Here's the story. From the police and from me and basically whatever. So it's actually kind of funny if you actually listen to it because I actually like it. I enjoyed it. So that's the reason why I recorded it. So I'm going to be showing you pictures and videos of the situation. If I'm obviously going to, make it look nice so you can see things you're not supposed to be seeing. And then, of course, I'm going to be using stock photos for the police officers because I could care less. I'm not going to pay for a police officer or I'm going to use a real person because I don't want to get in trouble. Other than that, as that's being said, let's get right to the video. Oh, that's quick.
Los Angeles Police Department, operator 907. What are you reporting?
Hi, I'm I'm calling for a situation that just happened at my house right now. I hope it's not alarming or weird, but I just had some person drive up to my property, and basically relieve themselves. Um, they basically pooed all over my driveway, and I have his plates because I have security
I'm sorry.
cameras
Did you say urinate or defecate?
defecated on my driveway. And I have his plate, make, model, and a description of the person. If that does anything, I don't know how to go about that, but I mean, I honestly don't know I'm gonna go about cleaning that or getting that cleaned because I'm not gonna go out there and because the person. So I live at the end of an alley and a cul-de-sac, so it seemed like this person wanted to do it without literally there's a Jack in the Box literally right next to my house, but I guess they wanted to be all natural and go up the alley and then leave their napkins and their soiled toilet paper and everything literally all over the place. And it's right in the center. And like I said, I have security footage of them pulling up, looking around, seeing if anyone's around, popping the squat, doing his due, and basically just driving off with all of his trash and feces on the floor.
Okay. The only thing that you can probably do is I can transfer to the station. I don't know if that's something that the officers take a report for, but it's not something that I would dispatch for.
Okay. Yeah, no,
If you're looking for a report because you do have a license plate number, then you would have to call the station to file the report at the station.
okay. I called the station that was nearest to me, and it just said, "Oh, leave a voicemail." Um, I'm not.
What station did you call?
I think it was, and it just said leave a voicemail.
Chances are there because there's only two officers at the front desk, and since the stations are all closed, everybody's calling in for report. So that's probably the reason why you're getting that recording. So the only thing I can recommend is that you try calling back. And if you'd like to leave your message, you can. If not, you might want to try a little later.
Okay.
And see if it's not as busy at the front desk.
Okay. Perfect. But so if in this situation, what do you think the outcome is, or what would happen?
I don't know, sir. I don't think I've ever had a call like that.
Really?
In 20 years, I don't think I've ever had a call like that.
Man, because I saw because my grandpa came in from outside and he's like, "Hey, there's some doo doo on the street."
From what I'm gathering, did somebody relieve themselves in your driveway, like urine or feces?
Yeah. So I actually after I had left the voicemail, I actually would call the dispatch to see if what I was calling about, I guess you would say worthy enough. But yes, what happened is some gentleman drew up at my driveway, kind of looked around. He was like, because I have security cameras, so you can see that he was looking around, kind of scouting out the area, see if anyone was there. And then he opens his door and puts his pants down and just, defecates on my driveway. And he leaves all of his, his mess, and he also leaves like the toilet paper and basically everything he used just all over like the driveway. And that's just very, very disgusting. So when I was talking to the dispatch officer, she was letting me know that she won't know what steps to take. Just to the best thing would be to do is just to file a police report because I have a license plate and also the make and model of the car and then the description of the person.
Yeah, I was speaking with the detective right after this, and we don't really have a classification of what to put down there. In vandalism, I mean, I sympathize. I'd be flying off the handle if someone did that in my driveway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vandalism. Yeah, vandalism is leaving permanent damage, to the property. There's really not a crime class I can think of right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your address because I want to refer you over to our senior lead officer.
Okay. Because I know,
maybe it's something they know.
Somewhere I read some time ago, it was when people do that, especially when they defecate on your wherever. I was told that it was a unlawful disposing of hazardous material. That's what I was told. This is a while ago. I don't know how long ago or how credible that was, but that's what I was told.
Definitely not dismissing that. I wouldn't know off the top of my head. So let me. That is just awful.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad. I mean, and especially because nowadays, I mean, if this would have happened like a year ago, okay, I could have got like a hose out there and maybe done it myself. But because of current the state of the world right now, I'm not gonna go anywhere near anybody else's stuff like that. I don't want to have to risk endangering my health and my family's health just because I wanted to be a hero and clean up the mess that he left.
Hello, it's Officer Crawford.
Hi, Officer Crawford. My name is Jason Wilson. I was just referenced to you from I think it was the mission. I'm sorry, I'm losing my track. The mission division, the police station. Because my situation that I was having, that I guess I called 3 different people because they don't know what to do, so they told you that I should go to you. So I had a gentleman drive up to my property this morning around 12 o'clock, and he defecated on my driveway and left his stuff there and his trash that he used. And basically, he just kind of made a big old mess in my driveway. So everybody I talked to said they didn't know what kind of classification they would put this under. So they said to talk to you about that.
Didn't know what to put it in? Say that last part again?
So they weren't sure what kind of classification of a crime they would put this under because I guess they've never really heard of this kind of happening.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. I don't think a crime report should be taken, though. I mean, that's totally. I think it falls under that's disgusting. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I guess I think they were going forward with it is because I have security cameras, so I have like the video and I have the license plate and the person's car. I basically have all the information of the person that did it. So the dispatcher that I talked to first, she said that she would suggest me putting a police report in for that because I have a license plate.
11010. Hold on 1 second. What's the license plate number?
P for B.
Oh, D. Oh, it's DC. It stands for disabled plate. That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
The DP is either at the beginning or the end.
Yeah, it's at the end.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to run that license plate in the car.
Okay.
What did you do with what he left?
Well, what happened is my grandpa went out and he's like, "Hey, looks like one of the dogs or someone, came up and just a big old, turd basically on our driveway." And I'm like, okay, well, let me see what dog it is. I go to the neighbor and tell him to come pick it up. Well, when I look, to my astonishment, I see a car driving up and I'm like, oh no, please don't be the person. So like I said, he basically kind of flips around and he kind of stops and kind of looks around like, this looks like a good place to go. And then he just opens his door, kind of still looks around, very hesitant about it. And then he just pulls his pants down, goes for it. He's probably doing it for about like a good, more than a minute, I would say, just kind of just there squatting it. And then he just leaves everything there.
Did you already clean up your driveway?
Yeah, my grandpa kind of sprayed it down with the water, but I don't think that's going to really do anything. I don't know what the proper precautions of that is.
Interesting. Well, what's your address?
It's in the alleyway. It's not on the cul-de-sac, which is where the address will take you. It's in the alleyway before the cul-de-sac.
So he actually defecated in the alley, or is it actually on your driveway?
So my driveway is basically you enter from the alley to go to my house. So it's basically my driveway is where he went.
Okay, so it's actually technically on your driveway. It was not in the alley.
So it's, I mean, I don't know how you would, like, I guess if you saw, like, the layout of how it looks, but, like, where our cars park is where he went, like, where he went.
Okay, I'll cruise through there, and now I've got that license plate. I'll cruise around the area and see if I can find the car and see what's going on with that. What time did this happen?
This happened at 12:23. When the actual event of the crime happened was 12:23.
Are you talking about right after noon or at midnight?
This is noon. This is today, right at noon.
You know, I'll have to let me just see if I can find that car. Maybe it's someone that's kind of in the area. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's totally disgusting. It could have been something like a medical emergency, like a guy just literally couldn't hold it. I mean, it's still weird and it's gross.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'll swing by your house and get an idea of like the location and look and see if maybe it's someone living in their car around there. And then
yeah,
you know,
sure.
if I can find them, I'll just tell them, hey, try not to crap in someone else's driveway from this point forward. You know,
I mean, I completely understand what you're coming from. Like, yeah, he could have just not held it. But the thing is that this dude drove up slowly, kind of turned around. Yeah. I mean, if I have to go, I would literally go where I'm at. Like, oh, I gotta, if I have to, right? But this guy had to came up here. He looked around. He was worried. Like, if you really had to go, you shouldn't be worrying, kind of thing, you know. But
that's kind of
and the thing is, if he had to go, I mean, at least the to pick up your trash and take it with you, like your toilet paper and everything, he didn't. Sure. He literally left everything there.
Wow. All right. Well, let me. I'll head up in that area now. I'm out in the field right now, so I'll kind of cruise around. And if I see that car, I'll certainly have a conversation with that person.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'll be home all day, so if you ever need anything from me, I'll be here. The person that I had just talked to that referred me to you, he said that you might want a video of it. Do you want me to put it on a flash drive in case you need that?
No, I mean, no, I don't think it'll be necessary. But I will get it if I find something worth, if I feel like I need that, I'll certainly get a hold of you.
Okay, perfect. And then this number here, do you want me to write? You want to take it down, or do you already have my phone number here?
Yeah, it showed up on my cell phone.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, this will be the number you can call me back at.
Okay, what's your name?
Jason.
Jason. All right, Jason, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it too.
You got it. All right, bye.
Bye. Well, that was basically the phone call. Seems like no one knows what to do in this situation, but he deals with as you heard, I don't know what it was called. But basically, when something's really random, he deals with that. But yeah, he's like a really cool guy. I mean, he's always been a cool guy. He's scary looking. He's like a slim, slender. He looks like I mean, I don't want to sound mean, but he looks like the kind of guy that would like be like a serial killer kind of guy, or like a hitman. But he's a really cool guy. Anyways, so that was basically that. So if he comes to the house to kind of talk and chit chat, then definitely not. We'll obviously record it, but it'll be on the live podcast, or it'll be on the YouTube video or something with the pictures and whatever of the video of what happened. And if you guys want to see this video, I am going to be putting it on the channel. It's going to be age restricted because obviously of the nature of the content, and it's not going to be made for kids, because that question always pops up when I post a video: is this video ready for kids? And it's not going to be for kids. So if you guys want to see that, knock yourself out. Just because why not? I'm talking about it. Might as well have a video for it, and also all the other videos. So obviously this video is not going to be out. Well, when you hear it, obviously it's out, but when I'm recording it, it's not going to be out anytime soon because I had to edit it and, get the stuff that you should be seeing on there. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching and listening. That's going to be it. Bye-bye.